Hey, good afternoon there, Sweet Peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra. I'm hoping that you can hear me over the sound of the water and the wind is blowing too. So fingers crossed you can hear me okay. So I am actually in Nevada visiting my mom. That's where she lives, in this beautiful canyon. The water is up quite a bit. The snow melt is obviously melting quite rapidly, so the rapids are very high. But I wanted to take a minute and talk to you. In a peaceful place, water is definitely my safe space. Water is my peaceful place. I feel very at home when I'm around a body of water, whether it's the ocean, a lake, a stream, a river, it doesn't matter. Water to me is definitely my grounding source. But I want to talk to you about the escalating violence that we're seeing in the world right now, specifically here in the United States. So there's so many mass shootings going on. There's so much violence on the streets. Everybody's kind of focused on the mass shootings, which I find interesting because there's so much more violence going on than just mass shootings that are happening right now. There's riots in the streets still. There's protests going on. There's just mobs of people that are going out on the street and just beating people and destroying things. So violence in itself is an uprise. Doesn't matter if it's gun violence, doesn't matter what it is. Violence is definitely on the rise here in the United States. My suggestion, get out of the cities as much as you can, get away from the bigger cities and figure out a way to fortify and protect what you have. Even if you're not, sorry, I'm gonna take those off. Even if you're not in a major city, or even if you are in a major city and you're in an apartment type situation, figure out how to fortify, figure out how to stay away from all of the stuff that's going on and keep out of sight. Keep to yourself as much as possible, and now is the time more than ever to really go gray man. If you're not sure what gray man is, look it up, talk to somebody about it. Gray man is basically being out in public, not drawing attention to yourself, not letting people know what you have, not letting people know anything about you. Don't stand out when you're out in public. Whether you're out in public personally or whether you're driving your vehicle around, do not stand out in public. Be very gray man. Be very fitting in with everyone. Nobody knows who you are. Don't draw attention to yourself. That's probably the most important thing to do right now. Continue to stock up, continue to prepare, continue to food, medication, water. And I'm going to tell you right now, sorry, my arm's getting tired. I'm going to tell you right now, hold on. Oh, there's a helicopter going over. Not sure where he's coming from. Anyway, stock up on your defense mechanisms, whatever that is for you, whatever defense you're talking about, whatever you have for your self-defense measures, stock up on that now. Make sure that you are good to go. If you think you're good, stock up some more. Don't just look at your stock and go, you know what, I think we're good for a while. Look at what you have and say, yep, we need more, and continue to prepare. I don't think it's going to get any better. I think it's actually going to get worse, and we could be looking at, and I'm not making any predictions right now, but we could be looking at a martial law situation where the violence in this country is just so out of control that the government now has to think that they're going to step in to help us Americans keep safe and to help protect us. Woo, that wind is blowing through here. So stock up on what you have, fortify what you have currently, and make sure that you have the means to protect what you have and yourself and your family, but continue to stock up. All right. I think we're going to see an increase in violence. Every day it's going to be worse and worse. And with everything that's going on in the government, I'm going to tell you right now, I was watching the news this morning. I didn't really want to, but I was at my mom's and she had it on and I watched it. And the gun violence and the mass shootings and the abortion pill that's going through, like, the news was coming this fast. They were reporting so fast on things that they were just flipping from one story to the other. And I went, you know what? Perfect example of distraction. Perfect example of, we're going to distract you. And then you add the transgender stuff in there, and there was all the, I mean, it was literally going from one story to the next so fast that I almost couldn't keep up with what's going on. And I thought, you know what? I changed the channel, first of all. Second of all, this is an amazing example of distraction. We're just going to distract you people. We're going to throw all these stories at you so fast and so furious and make you so angry that you don't know what's going on behind the curtain. Well, don't follow the shinies. Keep track of what's going on in front of you and keep track of what's going on behind the curtain, because they're trying to distract you more than ever right now. So I'm going to go back to my peaceful place, do a little bit of meditating, stick my hands in the water, get some grounding going on. And once again, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. But in the meantime, continue to stock up, continue to store up, and continue to get your self-defense, whatever that is for you and your family. Make sure that you've got your self-defense good to go. All right, hope you guys have a wonderful, amazing day, and we will talk to you later.